it's Tom, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about influences on decision making. So, there are several factors which affect decision making. These include levels of risk and uncertainty, reward for managers, and opportunity costs. So, let's discuss them one by one. So, all decisions carry an element of risk. However, the risk associated with some decisions is much higher than for other decisions. So, the business must decide how much risk it is willing to accept. Also, there's a reward for managers, so hopefully a decision will result in a reward for the manager and the business. However, managers must consider the level of reward likely to be achieved and decide whether this level of reward is worth any risk associated with the decision. And also, there are opportunity costs. So when managers commit to a decision, they must consider the impact of this decision on the alternative projects they could have chosen instead. So, for example, if a manager has £100,000 to invest in a project and is currently choosing between option A and option B, which both cost £90,000 each, the opportunity cost of choosing one option is that the manager will no longer be able to afford the alternative option. Okay, so what are the factors affecting decision making? You've got levels of risk, reward for managers, and opportunity costs. So, when making decisions, managers must also consider a range of factors, including the business's mission, its objectives, its ethical stance, the external environment, and the availability of resources. So, business's mission must be considered when businesses are making decisions, as the decision must support the overall mission of the business. So, for example, a decision to lower prices does not support a mission to be seen as premium and high quality as a retailer, such as Rolls-Royce, for example. And when decisions are made, they must support the business's objectives. Otherwise, the decision will not be in the business's best interest. So, for example, a decision to attract new customers may be a poor decision if a department objective is to focus on retaining existing customers. Also, the business's ethical position influences decisions made, as all decisions must comply with the ethical position of the business, especially if this position is used as a unique selling point, a USP, for customers. So, for example, the Body Shop uses its ethical stance as a USP, and so if a decision was made to abandon this commitment, there'd be a serious consequence for their reputation. And also, you have to consider external environment. So this can include political environment, environmental environment, social, technological, legal, and ethical factors, as well as competition. And it must be considered when decisions are being made. So, for example, when the law was changed to ban cigarette adverts, a manager would have to abandon any projects that they had been working on, which involve publishing adverts for these products. Another example is that as technology advances, supermarket managers must consider the decisions they are making if they do not currently operate self-serve checkouts, as this may reduce competitiveness. Finally, there you have to consider resources. So when making a decision, a business must also consider the availability of its resources. So for example, if a manager decides to launch a promotional campaign but does not have the funds or staffing to support this campaign because resources are limited, the overall campaign will be unsuccessful. Okay, so this is everything we need to discuss about the different influences on decision making. I really hope this helped you guys out. Thanks for listening.